know, I'm coming back in finally. I'm sorry I was out for so long. What's happening, you guys? I have a super cool project that I have started. Lisa and I are gonna work on remaking the original cottage birdhouse. So get yourself cuddled up, get cozy. You're gonna learn some stuff, I guarantee you. So watch close. Come on and join me.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Mark.
And we're the Yo-Hos.
This is him, you guys, the original DIYer, my grandfather. This is up at the cottage. It's my uncle's cottage now, but my grandparents originally had this from 1960. And what cottage is not complete without its own custom-made birdhouse? This is the one my grandfather built years and years ago. You can see it matches the cottage colors with the shutters, wood. It's fallen apart. It has had its day. When we were up at the cottage in the spring, we took this bad boy down, and boy did it ever come down. It really is in bad shape, but you can see how it's the original superstructure, how it was built, just so much detail put into this. Just amazing. Ashes to ashes, birdhouse to birdhouse. We took all the measurements of the birdhouse before we left the cottage and before it went to its final resting place. And we're going to recreate that at home now and try to improve on the design, but I don't think we could beat Grandpa's design with that. We're going to try to match it at least.
Is this, and we're looking at 22 3/4. That's right. The base width should be 24 3/8. The length is this top to bottom, 17. Is that right? 17.
All right, here you go. Get a pen and paper. I just learned this myself and I got to pass it on. It is game changing for plywood cutting. So all you've got to do is just make your little jig here, get a starter cut going on your plywood, put the jig on the two cut pieces, finish your cut, and voila. What we got here, 3 pieces of wood. We're gonna attach them all together to make that. So and here we go. That's what we got there. So you'll see how this gets done. Like a charm. So there's the one-man plywood cut hustle. Don't forget it. All right, so next step, I got the wood cut. We're back in from outside. We've got all these pieces done. 6 pieces in total for the superstructure. Look how big this thing is.
Oh, those are thick.
Right? Yeah, man. These are the roof pieces on top here. These are the side pieces, and these are, well, the front and back pieces, and these are the big side pieces.
Wow, that thing's gonna be big.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah, baby.
The other one was big at the cottage though.
It was the exact same size.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And who doesn't use a hole saw to make perfect circles for the arches for their windows? Right?
That was a good idea.
Thanks, babe. So now I've got to try and figure out where the center of this wood is to draw all of the windows. I've got measurements down for how big the windows are, how wide, how tall. I wanted to try and keep to the original design as much as possible. Trusty jigsaw to get all of these windows cut perfectly. The shutters were next, and I had to use the table saw first to get all of them cut, the small little pieces cut. There was just too many. I had to do 36 of them. So we got a nice piece of thin 1/8 inch plywood, cut all those out, and now you can use a bandsaw to cut each of the curved part of the shutters. All right, you guys, that is everything I'm going to be doing for my part of this build for the week. I got to get back to my work, my real work.
Okay, so let's start the finishing process. I am going to seal in any of the tannins in this wood. There's usually a lot of sap in this kind of wood, so I want to seal all that goodness into the wood with this Kills primer. Let's also get these dense foam rollers. I find they're the easiest application, and I can probably wiggle it around inside where the windows are and get the inside covered too. Oh my gosh, and this is such an old roller handle that is covered in guck, but it still works, so I'm moving on. Something to use as a stir stick, and I can't find a single thing. So typically, if you haven't used this primer in a long time, you have to give it a really good stir. I knew that I just used it not even a month ago. I knew that it was pretty much stirred already. I just needed to give it a shake. I'm not wearing these stupid shoes. Oh, it's better. And if you're asking yourself, Lisa, why are you working out of your bedroom? Well, have you seen our two cats? I would normally have done this in Mark's workroom, but the cats are in full force down there and they are being complete crazy boys right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this up here. If this was paint, maybe a different story, but no, heck no. Oh yeah. So what I mean by that is that this stuff is oil-based, not just a acrylic base paint. So if the cat's got it on them, it's so hard to get it off of, first of all, your skin, never mind their fur. And it's toxic. And I mean, no, I guess all paint is. But anyways, no. So they are downstairs being crazy and I need to be up here hiding from them. All of these little pieces here are the little shutters for the windows that Mark was cutting out on that, I think it's called a bandsaw, downstairs, and he had to sand all the edges off. So now I get the job of painting them. And yeah, it's actually a fun color. It's definitely going to need 2, if not 3 coats, because I don't know what kind of wood this was or if it had a stain to it, but it's a little darker than the other wood that we had for the actual exterior. Oh my gosh, and I'm listening to another audiobook. So I think our Spotify account booted me out last month because I went over my hours. I don't even know what kind of membership we have, but clearly it's not the highest version. So I'm on to our next month. So it starts afresh and I'm listening to, I think it's called The Lost Bookshop. Oh, it's actually pretty good.
Summary, Logan said, slouching at the back of the room. Saves me reading it.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because I want to paint these things in the kitchen because I have nowhere else to paint it because there's like a ton of snow outside and it's freezing outside. But I want to be quiet because I don't want the cats in on the action and they're both sleeping. So fingers crossed, I'm going to set up and just quietly paint these things because I want to get this done. And yes, those are definitely dirty dishes in the sink, so mind your business because they're not mine and I'm not putting them away. I'm not overly concerned about getting paint on the counter because I know it'll pick off really easily. I'm going to try to protect it a little bit. Are you guys ready for this color? It's intense. How fun is that? Get all the birds to the yard. I'll definitely do 2 coats, but I know that their winters at the cottage are like way colder than they are here, and like they see a lot more of the elements. Even though there's a lot of trees, I just don't want to take a chance. Cute, right?
It looks beautiful, babe.
Yeah, and you actually match the orange on the shutters.
Oh my god. We can't put this together at home, right? The cottage is waterlocked. We have to get across by boat only. So once we get it across to the cottage, we're going to put it together this summer.
Yes, and make it inside too. So the little birdies have little sections in there. Also to land on little perches too. We have to make little perches. Yeah. Here, you guys, we run out of time so quickly just doing stuff on the weekends. Oh, and that's one of the cats. It's a bit of a shuffle in the winter time trying to do things inside and not be able to bring them outside and let them dry with the cats around and they're crazy and it's a lot. And Mark's working full-time still. So maybe once he retires we can do this on a full-time basis.
We got some big things coming this year, I feel.
Yeah, me too. I already know a couple of things and I'm very excited about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys, so I want to say thank you so much for watching and following along. Oh, the cat wants in. When this build's finished, you'll know about it because it'll be posted on all of our social media. And if you guys don't follow us over on Instagram or Facebook, then I'll put those links in the description box. But hopefully we'll see you there too. And until then, I guess we'll see you guys later.
Say goodbye, Comet.
He wants to play so badly that... Oh! He wants to play so badly, like this is his playtime. So he's doing everything in his power to get us to stop talking and just play with him the whole time. Yeah. But anyways, we'll see you guys later. Oh gosh.
Bye.
Bye. Get out of here. If anything, this could be a good dollhouse. Let's make a dollhouse.
No.